Hello, all of you farm simmers out there. Barnacle here, and welcome to my first ever challenge series on Farm Sim 22, which we will be calling our Road to $1 Billion Contractor Series. As you can see, we'll be playing on Fraser Valley, British Columbia by Hilly Farms. You can see Hilly Farms socials all here on the screen, so make sure you give him some love over there. He's put in between 3,000 and 5,000 hours of work. It's his first ever map. It's a 4X map, and it's a real place in British Columbia and pretty much near Chilliwack, if you guys have ever played on the Chilliwack map. So Hilly Farms has graciously included a background to go with his map, which we will go ahead and read now. I want to turn this off. HUD input. I don't know why that doesn't default to on. Seems weird to me, but whatever. We don't need all of this HUD. There you go. Your father and uncle opted out of the family dairy business, so Granddad had to start selling parts of the farm by the time you came along. If it was hard for him to sell, he never let on. But you did know how his smile beamed whenever you showed any interest in farming. He didn't have to do too much to encourage you. You were playing with toy tractors before you were discharged from the maternity ward. Your first 7 summers were spent helping Granddad on the farm. You were driving a tractor on Granddad's knee from birth and by yourself when you were 6. You had the confidence and calmness with the dairy cows of a seasoned cattleman. You walked through the empty dairy on the day the main farm was sold and cried. But you also knew part of it was in your blood and wasn't going anywhere. Nan and Granddad moved closer to town, and he kept a couple of tractors and some gear and did contract jobs for his old neighbors from season to season. Years later, enrolling in an ag science course at the college near Nan and Granddad's seemed like a no-brainer. You helped him with the farm contracts when you weren't studying. It was the perfect balance of theory and practice. You knew Granddad would have something planned for your graduation. He had followed almost every assignment and helped out as much as he could. He was amazed by the technology and science you were learning and how much farming has changed in just 10 to 15 years. Now that Granddad is gone, you're not sure how to feel. You are overwhelmed with emotion and excitement. Yes, this is not yet another story of Granddad being killed off for a farm sim narrative. He had secretly bought a fancy RV, and the night of graduation announced to the family that he and Nana were leaving to travel the world. Their little house, the land Granddad kept after selling the dairy, and all his equipment was now yours. All his old neighbors know who you are, will look out for you, and have plenty of work to be done. He explained that while he would always be a phone call away and would be back one day to help out, he didn't want to get in the way of you bringing his farming dream back to life. So what are you waiting for? Get out there and start doing some contracting, which is exactly what we're going to do. I just signed all the paperwork over here to transfer the farm, or the property, the contract yard, the equipment, and everything into my name. And old Granddad there failed to sort of mention that we have a $1.25 million loan at 3.5% interest for the next 10 years still. That's a $12,525 payment every single month. We have $100,000 in the bank, and we have no income or expenses as of right now. We are playing on, where's it at? Right here. We're playing on hard difficulty, 4 days per month. We will be playing at 5 times speed nonstop, so not adjusting the speed or anything, but we will keep the speed at 5x. So whenever it rolls over to the next day, it rolls over to the next day if we're not done. We are playing with better contracts. So I have better contracts on hard mode, activated higher difficulty. What else do we got over here? We have everything turned on. The workers, none of the workers can buy anything. And as far as equipment, this is all we have. We have an M7 and an M8. We have a truck that has a auto baler or auto loader for the bales. We have our pickup truck that has a service body on the back so it can fuel the trucks in the field. We have a lime and solid fertilizer spreader. We have butterfly mowers. We have a baler to bale silage bales, grass bales, and hay bales, that kind of stuff. We have a chainsaw, a front loader with front loader implements, and that is all. Granddad was really into Kubota, so everything here is pretty much in orange. So if you don't really like the color orange, this may not be the playthrough for you, because somebody pretty much looks like they vomited orange all over the place. So let's take a shortcut through it. Actually, I'll extend out. So we have this little grass field, and then this bigger grass field right here. That's all the, I guess you could say, farmland that Granddad owned. Just goes up to this fence. We do not own the field in front of us on the right. That is somebody else's property. We have a big space here that's completely covered in trees that we could expand our contract yard as we grow. Right here it's a lime production. Just drop off some of our rocks that we collect and it will produce lime. And then we also have our front loader implements right there. We have two little small sheds. We have the M8 with the butterfly mower, and then we have the M7 with the front loader on there, the spreader, and the baler. That's it. We definitely need to get a windrower and a tedder. That will be the next thing that we need to get. We have this silage bunker here, and then this grass or this hay and straw loft, along with a silo to dump any extra product that we may have. But again, we do not own the field that surrounds it, just this little peninsula of land in the middle here. We got Granddad's house, Granddad's old boat that's not currently running, so I'm not sure what's up with that. We have our little buying silo here if we decide that we need to use it. A little workshop. There is our auto loader for our bales. Right here, TLX Phoenix Rigid X2 auto loader. We get some diesel and some water right here, and then on the back side we have bale storage next to our field. So what we are going to do is, I think we're going to get our fields cut up first. I think that makes the most logical sense. I guess we'll just start with this one, so that way we can maybe get 3 cuttings out of there for the first year. That will give us some serious cash. Great job. We are going to do 2 headlands, start in the center, smooth corners because I don't really care about the corners because it's just grass. And that's what we're going to do. I wanted to view, I like viewing what's going on, and start at first waypoint and go. I guess we don't really need that HUD though. We can leave this part off. And then he will go and do that, and then we will bail as he's mowing, or when he's done mowing. And while he's doing that, get out of the way. You're stuck in the mower. We're going to look and see what we have for sale. Another Kubota mower. We don't care about that. And a forage wagon. I don't know. Maybe we need that. Maybe we don't. So nothing in there we need right now. Tedder contracts. Well, we're not really, can't really do those yet because we would have to buy a tedder. And I guess we might as well go get the windrower, I guess. Actually, I don't know if I really want to buy the windrower right now. Oh, we got some other billing contracts already came up. So that's good. Tedder. There's a silage one. Tedder. Oh, good. This is a silage one. Field 11. Nice. 47,000. So we'll be doing field 11, it appears. Going to Limbert Road contract. Oh, that's far. Those are far apart. Anyway, we need to get this guy going on the new field. Great job. We're going to do the same stuff. And we are going to fix this, apparently. Toggle work mode. Swath dropping. Left swath, right swath, wide spreading, swath dropping. That's what we want. We need this. We need first waypoint and go. And I don't know if do I need to save as, yeah, I have a bunch of field things already saved in here, but I don't have this one saved. So create new folder. This is field 67. We already got charged. Jeez. Save course. Mowing 67. There we go. He'll go do his thing. Yeah, we have this whole area. We probably could have the local sawmill come over and harvest our trees. We probably could get some pretty good money for that, and then we could expand our contractor yard into there as we need. We'll get the M7. All right, we will go and get the autoloader truck and get these bales loaded up. I pretty much have all of the 82 Studio mods installed, so that's because that's the way I like to play. They're pretty much my favorite mod pack, and I use them in every playthrough. So, and I like the idea of having interchangeable bodies for the trucks. So I can basically just have one truck with different bodies on them. Is that it? That's it. This guy in here. All right, he's good to go. And now let's get going up here. All right, let's get this guy set up for a baling contract. Field 11. $79. That's it, just field 11. Let's go ahead and take that, I guess. Where's field 11? Way up there. All right, I will get this guy, start mowing up here, and then I'll finish baling here and pick up the bales, and then we'll move the equipment up there, and I will be back with you guys in a second. All right, this is our last set of bales from our fields, our own grass field. So let's see how many we got. 71. So 71 bales. Oh, we can walk all the way in here. Funny. So that's pretty good. The value, I don't know if it has value yet. It still is grass. So right now, currently the value is 33,000. But if we wait for it to ferment into silage, that price will go up 3 times at least. Be like about $100,000 or so worth of silage. So that's good. Even more if we wait till January, it's probably be worth 125,000. And if we get 3 cuttings between now and January, we could easily have over 300,000 just in that grass. So our guy is AI Worker B is up on field 11. Let's see how he's doing. Around a couple islands there. This one I have set up for skipping every other row, so Look at all the bales, on this field. Jeez Louise. This field 11 still. It's 620. So I'm going to pick up all these bales real quick. And I'll see how many we got. All right, we got 161 bales off this field. We need to turn in 73 bales for the contract, and the contract is going, the contract's going to Lambert, which is contracts. So it's going here. So we're up here. I got to take them all the way down here and drop them off. And I will be back with you guys when we get the last amount delivered. All right, see you in a bit. So it only took 71 bales to complete the contract. The details on the contract screen said it should take 73 bales. So that was 14,000, 15,000 liters less that we had to deliver compared to what the contract said. So that left us with 90 bales left over, which is 5 full truckloads delivered. This is the last truckload to deliver to Lambert, and according to the calculations or whatever, Lambert is, I'll just take out those cones. Lambert, or whatever it's called, Limbert maybe? I forget. Currently has the best price for bales, so we're just dropping them all off here. Anyway, same place as the contract. I've kind of noticed that so far, you know, in playing around and testing and stuff, that the contracts are, like, usually where the contract's being delivered is kind of like the best, almost the best price. I haven't had to deliver yet to a contract that was terribly off base with the price. But, you know, maybe $1 or $2 at the most difference. So I'm kind of okay with all that. Oh, I did stop the timer. Let me turn the time back. Well, I guess it doesn't really matter at this point because we're done, but I stopped the time because actually you can see at the top of the screen. I'll stop the time again. I tried to do you see field 76, it says 10% completed. I tried to do a lime contract to see if it would work, and it apparently is not working because I limed that entire field. I used, I don't know, 15,000 liters of lime and limed the entire field, and it only gave me 10%. So if we look at the contract, so I'm going to have to obviously cancel that contract, but it said the total, it says basically the total usage should only be 20,000 liters. I used 15,000 liters, but it covered the entire field. So I guess the liming contracts are not really going to be able to work on this map. I'm going to try to mess around with the XML and see if I can figure out what the deal is. And if we can, we'll keep the liming contracts. But that is the entire field completed. If we go here to field 76, it says lime. Yeah, 12,633. That's pretty much how much I dropped on the field. Somewhere around 15,000, but that's because I over lime. Like I'm not 100% accurate when I'm liming or spreading or fertilizing or whatever, any of that stuff. So yeah, I don't know what's up with that. And the field is right here. So, I just did basically not even two whole loops, and it completely covered the field. So if we go to farmland and click field 76, that's the whole field 76 right there. It's not, over into any other area. So only says 10%. So there's no way to do more. No way to do more. I just wanted to test that before the end of the day. That's why I just stopped the time. But now at this point, it doesn't really matter because we're finishing up. But this is, what's it say up there? Limbert Road Contracting. We got to deliver it down to their silage bins. This is our last delivery. All right, so we made 29,000 per load, and we delivered 5 loads, basically. 5 full loads, and pretty much, so that's what, pretty close to 150,000. So let's actually look and see how much we made. All right, we made 146,000, which is right here. 146,000 in sold bales. It cost us 3,500 in vehicle costs for the day, wage payments, and this miscellaneous, I think, was the cost of the lime that I just bought. So, we lost that money because we didn't get any contract income from that. So, and I have to cancel that contract now. So that part sucks too. Not bad, but we can collect this one. So another 55,000. So now we made $183,000 for the day, and we have 283,000 because we started with 100,000 and didn't spend any of it. So we're not obviously doing any more contracts today since it's 8 o'clock at night. I'll drive back home, clean up all the vehicles, do all of that stuff. Let's see if there's anything on sale that we want. No. I do like the horse aggravation stuff, but we're not really doing any of that now because I would like to do forage contracts, but that will only come in the fall when stuff is ready for harvest. I guess in the summer, maybe in the summer and fall. We are in the spring, and we pretty much can bale everything else. We can bale the straw, we can bale the hay, we can bale the grass. So can't really afford it right now because we also have to do our end of the day expenses. So actually, let's do that. Oops, I only wanted to go to 12:30. All right, so contract on field 76 failed because we didn't do it by the end of the month. And we took a 10% penalty, $1,000.61. All right, so that's good. I just kind of wanted to know how that worked. We have more bailing contracts. We'll do field 93 tomorrow. Oh, that's going to be perfect. If it's still there. Field 93 is right next door from where we are. Yeah, so field 93 is here, and we're delivering right to there. So that'll be perfect. We'll start the day with that, and then maybe we can do field 39. Field 39 is also going to Limbert. So that's kind of perfect. And for the day, we ended up with $166,000 in profit, minus our loan interest and our loan principal and the interest and the lime and the wage payments and property maintenance. That sucks. $4,500 a month for property maintenance and vehicle running costs. That's not even including the diesel. I don't even know where that comes from. Still have to put diesel back in all of my vehicles. So, yeah, we're pretty much done. We are still in April, so because we picked 4-day months, right? Just so you guys remember, we picked 4-day months, so 1 day is 1 week. But it doesn't switch over until the next season, so we're still in the spring, so don't really know when summer starts necessarily. I imagine spring is 3 months, right? If we go here, yeah, March, April, May is spring, so June will start summer. So then when we get to June, we'll have 4 days for each of the months going forward. But for March, April, and May, we only get 1 day because we're playing with seasons. Yeah, I'm kind of rambling on a lot, at least before we can get that. All right. Well, I hope you guys are enjoying the show. If you are, consider liking, commenting, and subscribing. Let me know what you think. Let me know what we should do. I am considering buying pigs and cows. So buying some property for pigs and cattle so we can get slurry and manure as another source of selling. And then we can also use our silage to feed the cows. So that should be fine. And we'll get hay and we'll get straw and we'll get all that stuff from our contracts. That will be good. Again, we're not going to farm per se. I don't know. It's just a contract series. So we're not going to be buying up any farmland to grow our animals, right? If we want to do some animals. So Grandpa had dairy farm, right? So he kind of wants to have a dairy farm back. So we'll probably end up doing that, getting cattle. And then I definitely want to get pigs too so that we can... Then we'll look maybe into town for buying a bigger contract yard or something in more in the city maybe. I don't know. We'll see what happens. All right, I'll see you guys in day 2 at 7 a.m. Thanks for watching. Take care. Bye now.